I was fortunate enough to make this live record in this incredible space here in Brooklyn, Bar Lunatico. This was one of the first places I played when I moved to New York City, and I met Richard Julian, who owns the space, and I'll never forget, I was like, hey man, would you mind if I brought my project in here? And he said, sure, why not? Little did he know that I didn't actually have a project, but I was going to. Getting it together, night service, 2 nights, live recording. We're getting it set up. Lunatico, this is one of the best venues in the world. Not gonna lie, I'm really excited, you know? It's a little bit nerve-wracking to finally be like doing what it is to kind of put your stuff out into the world, capture it. Just saying. The space itself is amazing for performances, not so much for recording, but the incredible Irving Gadoury brought a bunch of wires and his magical box and microphones, and man, he made that thing sound ridiculous. So when I started doing night service here at Lunatico, I wanted to find a way to channel that energy of the church that I grew up in, along with everything else that I had studied on the way. I remember coming up and everybody in my family could play or sing. It was just something that I was constantly surrounded by, really trying to pay homage and to make proud all of my family and friends and the musicians that I grew up playing with at church. Theron Brown, who plays piano. Our families knew each other. My grandpa was a pastor, his dad was a pastor. And Fouché on the alto saxophone, Joe Saylor, the jazz cowboy on the drums. Both dear friends of mine, and I've been playing with them over at the Late Show with Stephen Colbert for many, many years now. Stephenson, incredible bass player, such a force. When he lays that thing down, it's just solid as a rock. I do. I brought pencils, bro. When you come to a rehearsal with Jon Lampley, he brings pencils. There's something about the way that a group plays together, and even in the rehearsals, we got so excited because this version of the band had not gotten to play together yet.
You start primarily on piano, or I'm looking the way you hold your hand.
You can snap the fingers, bro.
There's just a beautiful spirit that everybody brought to the music.
I want to raise your hand to this belly. You can pray. Oh, yes.
And as soon as we started playing, it was like, man, this is gonna be really special. And you hear it, and you see it, and you feel it. This is my first album as me, you know, not associated with another band or another project, and it felt like the most honest presentation of me into the world had to be a live record.
It's all right.
Bring it tea, bro. Hey. You gotta keep this thing ready. You know what I'm saying? That's essential. That's essential. Like form as is on the head, saxophone solo, head out. Some of my favorite records are live records. I think about Ahmad Jamal live at the Pershing. I think about Wynton Marsalis live at the House of Tribes. And you can just feel everything when you hear those records. I love the energy of performing. I love the energy of being on stage. Small rooms where you feel like there's no difference between the audience and the performers. And I really wanted this album to feel like that. And I really wanted to capture this space. Writing the songs and playing the songs over and over again in this space informed how the energy developed. And so when you hear it on the record, you hear this space. You hear this floor, this stage, the people, the drinks, and I really could not imagine having built this project in any other room in the world.
'Cause it's on the way.
way. Said it's on the way. Said it's on the way. Said it's on the way. Man, we can't play with that.